Okay, I've decided to refund you all your price of admission and cancel the webinar this evening because yeah, the valuable lessons contained within are just too valuable. I want the blue ocean, y'all. Okay, let's start like this. Who's here? Am I live or am I Memorex? Oh, shoot. I should say this now. Why am I so happy? Am I in performance mode, y'all? Let me take a breath, because that took a lot out of me, this singing. I am a rambling man. I am the rambling man. I would say I am the most woke rambling man on the internet, billionaire today with a fantastic body. Okay, why am I so happy? Look at the glow on me. Let's start here. Why am I so happy? I actually have notes on why I am so happy. I will give you a proper welcome, but first, I got notes, yo. I got notes, y'all. Am I live or am I Memorex? Please don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I see you in the chat. I'm going to start like this. Why am I so happy? Before I do that, I will... do I go with the happy? No, because I don't want you guys to get kicked out. I have a monitor. And I know a lot of people will say, Mark is not live right now. He is actually pre-recorded. He's a Memorex, and he's monitoring the chat himself. Well, here's what's going to happen. Because we repurposed this, someone's been instructed that if people refer, well, hey, do it tonight. I'm watching you. Do it tonight if you like. Am I live or am I Memorex? But in the future, I want to tell you guys, because here's what's going on. I have set some policies for an admin to look after the webinar, whether it's me in the back and this is pre-recorded, or whether there's really an admin on right now watching your comments and deleting them as they're coming through. In the future, when people say that I'm a Memorex or I'm pre-recorded, many of you that are close to me, you already know this. 90% of the time I'm not there. But tonight I'm live because tonight's a very important topic. For the people that keep saying that, your comments do get deleted as they come down. And same with the trolls, the haters. Your comments get deleted. But unfortunately, in this software that I'm using, which is Webinar Jam, my affiliate link is in the description. It's not. I'm really happy, and I'll tell you why in a second. But your comments get deleted, and we can't catch them before they come through. So the haters, the link droppers, the trolls, and the negative comments or non-relevant comments get deleted. If you find that some of your comments are, wow, this is cool. It's like a policy I'm throwing out there. In the future, if you find that your comments are getting deleted, it's got nothing to do personally. Usually it's got to do with link dropping. Just now the audiences are going to start growing. Shall I demonstrate? We'll demonstrate that tonight. I'm going to start inviting a lot of people to these webinars moving forward. And also, we download the chats for automated webinars because I'm making like everything automated now. And I'm testing automated chats. Yes, I am. You guys know this. Those of you that are close to me. The Rambling Man, I told you. And if your comments keep getting deleted, you try to pick up on that hint, because what happens is the admin will kick you out of the webinar, not because it's personal, just because, number one, it may distract the people from the subject matter. Number two, it's, I think, is that it? Oh, no. If I'm repurposing it, if people think that I'm not live, attendance drop. And there's a lot of people in the background that don't show up in the chat a lot, most of the time. There's some big leaders back there. There's all kinds of people back there. And when I repurpose this, I don't always like to go through the chat. Sometimes some stuff slips through. And if they see that it's pre-recorded, because I make these out to be live all the time, it doesn't, it drops attendees. So keep it to yourself, y'all. Am I live or am I Memorex? Tonight's the pass. 7 minutes of this Why am I so happy? I got to move, guys. I am more excited and happy than I've ever been in my whole internet career ever. And we're talking about Pinterest today. And we're talking about, this is a closed webinar. Some of you may have seeped in, okay? I know that. But we'll talk about the replay and all that stuff at the end and how to register for the session 2 and session 3. This is session 1 of 3. Let me breathe. I'm excited because I believe I have a monthly viewership on Pinterest today of 837,000. Can you see that? Probably not because of the lights and all the fancy equipment. 837,000 monthly viewers. I will pad down. I've got 2 lights going. I got a new chair. I got a bunch of new equipment. It's hot. I got a new camera phone, the new iPhone. So let me pad down. That's what we're talking about today. Why am I so happy? Why am I so happy? I've been joyful, blissfully joyful the whole webinar thus far. Some of you may think that I'm always joyful, and I'm going to ramble because the value I will provide moving forward in these 3 sessions, the value is so valuable, and it's such a blue ocean market what I'm about to teach you. And who doesn't want to have 1 million monthly viewers that you could siphon into whatever you want? And you can and you will, because I'll show you how to do it. So the cost of admission is not what you paid to get here. The real cost of admission is you sitting through my ramble. I know it's painful, but you can catch it on the replay and scan through because I will be rambling a lot. I'm shocked. So let's go. Why am I so happy? I need to say this because there is a reason. Is it because I'm rich? Perhaps. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. That doesn't hurt in life, right? Financially, I mean. Is it because I'm healthy? Perhaps. Is it because I don't have a boss? Perhaps. Is it because I'm single? Perhaps, for sure. Is it because I'm sober? Which I am. I know you may think I'm not because I'm really hyper and I'm having my rock star. And I'm like, when people see how excited I am because of these Pinteresting results, my results on Pinterest, I feel like I'm on a drug. Like I'm on a high. These are a lot of monthly viewers and I know how to capture them all into my audience. So I could sell them whatever I want or nurture them. We'll get into that as we move along. But it's not because I'm sober, mind you, perhaps. That's why I'm happy as well. I'm going to make a blog post on that. The longer you're sober, the more your brain gets efficient and it never stops getting efficient. Squirrel, there will be many tonight. Is it because I'm dating again? Perhaps. With the virus kind of slowing down here in Canada anyways, the curve is kind of flattening. Perhaps because I'm dating again. That's always fun, but it's not. Is it because I have great hair? Is that why I'm so happy? Well, that's a big perhaps. That's a big perhaps. Hair joke out of the way, check. Or is it because I put down 757,000 monthly viewers on Pinterest, 2.6 million % audience growth, and 106,000 custom audience members in Pinterest for retargeting. I almost drooled. Well, it's not because I have 757. I'm now up to 837,000 monthly viewers. We're getting to the point quickly. You'll see what I mean. And my custom audience, I think, is 130,000. Try doing that on Facebook. I taught many of you how to do that on Facebook, and it costs a lot of money to get to a 10,000 person custom audience. If you have a 10,000, I could go in a lot of directions here, but I must stay on track. This must be under an hour tonight. Well, no. Yes, it must. Session 2 will be super long. Session 2 will be 2 hours, maybe 3. 2 hours. Tonight, I have a very I was going to say a very solid agenda. I don't need to sell you guys on what's happening because you're in the course now. This is in fact part of the course. We're doing this live tonight on the 4th of August, Thursday. Therefore, so after this, it's going in the course. Patting down as we go. Those lights are bright. I got 2 of them. Another squirrel. As I mentioned, there will be many. The real reason is not because of my results that I'm so happy. The real reason is because I get to teach you. I get to teach you. I get to teach you what I'm doing. If Gary Vaynerchuk, who was active on Pinterest once again today, has got 100,000, maybe 120,000 monthly viewers, and if you're thinking monthly viewers are nothing on Pinterest, they are valuable. Pinterest viewers are buyers. So here we go. We will begin here. That's why I'm excited to teach you guys. Is it because I'm a giver? Is it because I'm like, I want to share the wealth and I want to help you guys out? Yes, I do. But it's also because you will always remember me. Once you start blowing up, like I'm blowing up in the past 3 weeks, and you start building an audience that will embarrass your peers. Like, you're going to embarrass them with your results. This is something that I just got very lucky with. Let's go. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Title. I got a schedule here. The schedule today is, let's go. The title. I said, how I went from 100 monthly viewers to over 1 million monthly viewers in less than 30 days. I didn't hit 1 million yet, but I wrote that in anticipation of hitting 1 million viewers. And I will do it. We got, the course will wrap up in 2 more weeks. Will I have hit 1 million monthly viewers? Absolutely. I'm patting down again. Unbelievable. Who's got big lights like this? I got the big, what do you call them? Mount dogs? They're called mount dogs. Oh, something about that name sounds a little adulty, if you know what I mean. Mount dogs. That's the brand. And they're huge and they're hot. So let's power through. Okay. That's what we're here for today. Welcome. Now, the schedule, I'm going to go through the webinar page and let's go through the agenda. Then we got to draw today. We got to do a bunch of stuff so that you understand the power of what you're about to learn, so that you actually take action. And if you don't take action, I've got a disclaimer coming up. How many minutes? 15 minutes? Okay. How I went from less than 100 monthly Pinterest viewers to over 1 million monthly viewers in less than 30 days. That's what I will have done. How I did it. Here we go. In the first 5 minutes, starting now, I will spill the beans on how I do this in 1 sentence. I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it in 1 sentence. It's a long sentence, and you're going to want to screen share it. So you could effectively leave after I tell you this sentence, and you'll know how to do it. How does that sound? Put that in the chat. How about when people say, just get to the point, tell me how to do it? I figured, you know what? I'm going to tell them exactly how to do it in 1 sentence. So it took me a long time to write this sentence. Okay? So you could get your camera phones ready. Many of you may not get the replay. There is no replay, it's in the course. I'll talk about that later. Some of you your courses are unlocked for some reason. We'll get to that at the end on how to get the replay. But you'll be sent the replay, but you need to, it's in the locked course. You know what I mean? So if your course is not unlocked, it's a $500 course. You better hope it's unlocked because you don't want to pay $500. Well, it would be worth it. So my point is, get your camera phone ready to do a snapshot of what I'm about to show you. Here's the deal. This will tell you exactly what I do. This is the whole course in 1 sentence. Are you ready? I will read it first, then I will be done. Then I'm going to dissect that sentence. We're going to do this sentence. This is what to do, how to do it, and why you're doing it. It's all there. You ready? You'll understand. Here's how you go from 100 monthly viewers or less to 1 million in 30 days. I begin now. Post your own content in the form of videos and images. I'll repeat some of the sentences as I go. I could read it all at once, but I put your own in caps. Don't repin. Post your own content in the form of videos and images consistently and as much as possible, whether it is new content or repurposed content, comma, while having a Pinterest custom audience set up to capture anyone who engages, comma, views, clicks, or taps on any of your posts, which will allow you to then post CTA content to those in your Pinterest custom audience, parenthesis, retargeting, comma, those who have seen you before, and even better, those who have physically taken an action to see more of you. Now I'm going to read it quick. I'm going to take a sip of drink. That's how you do this. And you're not only building a following, you're getting much more. I just gave you the whole solution. If you were resourceful, you would screen capture this right now, and you would figure out those little things. That is the treasure map. That's the treasure map. Just get yourself a hat. Get yourself a hat because it's going to be hot in the desert, but this is the treasure map. Get yourself a hat, get yourself some good shovels, get yourself some sunscreen, go in the desert, follow this map, and you will get to the treasure. It's that simple. It is that simple. What I'm going to show you is how to do this, but I'm telling you what to do. Does that make sense? I just gave you everything you need right here. I wouldn't have known about any of this. This is worth the price of admission. I'll read it quickly. Let me take a sip and then screen share this. This is it. This is the whole solution. Now, if you want to see me do this, well, then that's a different thing. I'm about to illustrate this in a picture format so you could visually see what's actually happening. Cheers. Have a good night, everybody. Here's how you get the results that were promised. Post your own content in the form of videos and images consistently and as much as possible, whether it is new content or repurposed content, while having a Pinterest custom audience set up to capture anyone who engages, views, clicks, or taps on any of your posts, which will allow you to then post call to action content to those in your Pinterest custom audience, retargeting, those who have seen you before, and even better, let me say that properly, which will allow, let me breathe, which will allow you to then post CTA content to those in your Pinterest custom audience, those who have seen you before, and even better, those who have physically taken an action to see more of you. So in my words, that's what we do. We post as much content as possible. If you have no content, it's okay. All of your old content that you used to use on other platforms, it's time to start posting it. And when you post it, you will have a custom audience set up so that when people view, as in click to enlarge your picture, you can see how many people do that. As soon as someone takes a physical action on your pin, a physical action, they got either tap, view, push play, anything, any engagement. And when I say engagement, I mean literally, if your little image is there and they tap it to see it bigger and they go away, what if you could capture all of those people? All of them. So now you have them. So when you retarget on Pinterest, they're going to say, hey, it's that guy again or it's that girl again. I've seen them before. huge. This is huge. There you go. Solution. 22 minutes in, I am okay with that. If someone would have taught me this, if someone would have just showed me this, it's that simple. Is it that simple? It is that simple because I'm telling you it's that simple. Do you have to believe me? Well, yeah, you have to believe me. I'm about to show you my custom audiences. I'm about to show you my monthly viewers. And I can even show you the traffic to my blog. It's off the chain. Not to mention, on my blog, I have pixels installed, pieces of code. This is out of the scope of this tonight, but I have pieces of code on my blog that capture their LinkedIn Insight tag, their Google tag, all that, but that's out of the scope. Let's just stick within Pinterest for this session, okay? So if you don't have a blog, if you don't have a place where you send people, it's okay. You still, when they engage with your pin, I'm going to repeat this. This is important. If you don't have a place to send people, you will still capture them when they engage with your pin. When they blow up your pin, they plop into your custom audience on Pinterest. Do you know how much money that costs on Facebook to do? Do you know how much it costs to get somebody to click away from Facebook? Like how hard it is to get someone to click away from Facebook? You know how hard that is? And when you use videos on Facebook, you have to pay for those ads. I had a course that was called Immortal Content. Who's familiar with that? If someone watches 3 seconds of your video, they fall into your custom audience. I've had some people have audiences of 10,000. Like some of my students. If you did, I'm going to keep patting down. This is what these lights do. As a matter of fact, if I turn them off, I'm just going to keep going. Because I like it gets rid of every single imperfection. You don't want to see me in real life compared to this. I'm just red, I'm pumped up, I'm glowing. So there it is, okay? Here's what we are going to do next. The schedule goes like this. Let me find it. It's really, really hot. But you know what? It's the lights, but it's also the excitement. And it's also because I'm barely breathing. It's true. So I have a disclaimer for you. I'm really excited. I got to probably calm down a little bit because sometimes enthusiasm of this sort appears to be very hypey. And you're already in here. I don't need you to stick around. What I'm saying is, I'm not selling you on anything. I don't need to be hypey. I'm actually hypey because I'm hypey. And I cannot find the page I need to find. Give me a sec, I'm just grabbing it. It's right there, I see it right here. Okay, got it. Isn't that always the case, guys? Shall we continue? I need to take a breath because I'm really hypey. I feel really hypey. I feel really excited. I feel really happy. I'm happy for myself too, guys. Like, I've been in this game for a very, very long time. 5 years. And I've never seen anything like this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be I'm going to talk about this really quickly. This is a squirrel, but why is this happening? Why? I got this from Alex Becker, which is by far my favorite mentor. Alex Becker. I promised I wouldn't share his name, but yeah, he's just like, he speaks my language. Pinterest ads. I used to be on Facebook. I'm going to touch this right now because we are professional marketers, okay? That's what we are. Pinterest, who knows what a blue ocean and a red ocean is? Then we're going to draw. Today, we're learning a lot here. I'm revealing something to you. That Pinterest is a blue. ocean. It's a blue ocean. People that are good, people that are decent at Pinterest ads are crushing it. Can you guys hear me? Did I get the mic on right and everything? Are we good? We're going to sketch out tonight. But I need to talk about blue ocean, red ocean, and I'll keep it short. But I discovered by chance a blue ocean for marketers on Pinterest. Blue ocean market means it's open. It's not saturated by marketers. Facebook ads is a red ocean. All you see, you're seeing the same ads. Believe me, I know. I'm back on Facebook. I'm running ads and it's getting old. Like the same ads, the results are not the same. Anything that has to do with any niche, unless you have to work harder on Facebook to have your marketing, specifically ads, or your marketing period. What about audience building? To get results on Facebook in the paid ads world and the audience building world is expensive, and you have to be good. Back in the day, you did not have to be good on Facebook. You could be an average marketer and get amazing results. Who on here finds that Facebook ads don't work like they used to? And Facebook is super stingy on what you put up there as ads. They make it extremely hard for you to generate tens of thousands of views. I'm not being a Facebook hater, but I'm being very real. I'm being very real. I got back on Facebook and I find myself not even using it that much, not even for ads. Pinterest ads, Pinterest is a blue ocean market. Facebook is a red ocean market. Blue ocean means it's not saturated with people running ads. It's not. Facebook, it is saturated. It's a red ocean market. If you can get into a blue ocean, you're going to win. It doesn't matter how badly you failed so far with ads. Pinterest is a blue ocean. You can be an okay marketer on Pinterest. And look, in a month, I'm going to have 1 million monthly viewers. Where else on the planet can you do that? Except for TikTok, which, by the way, should be shut down in 44 days. So if you're Canadian, you're good. But if you're American, it's going down. It's for sure. I'm not smiling. I'm just saying I struggle with TikTok. No TikTok talk tonight. But you guys can debate that if you want in the chat. I'll let it slide, admin. Let it slide. But I don't want to get off topic from what we're talking about today. Pinterest is funny because the Pinterest color is red, right? And the Facebook color is blue. Yet Pinterest, the red logo, is the blue ocean for ads, and Facebook blue logo is the red ocean. So because of that, that's one of Alex Becker's top rules. Find a blue ocean. That's how he makes, by the way, tens of millions of dollars. To make $1 million a month, I don't want to get into money, but I think I'm going to have to touch on money on Pinterest because buyers go to Pinterest. Yes, I'm all over the place, but let's go. Let's draw. I'm going to illustrate what I just said in my one sentence. Okay? I'm a very visual guy. I did kind of illustrate it, but we're going to draw it together because that's how you learn, and you will have something to put on your corkboard. So shall we begin illustrating? What I'd like you to do is start drawing boxes like content. And I'm not being a dictator. I just think this illustration illustrates exactly what will be happening because I'm experiencing it. If you follow me on this journey. So what I will do is box, 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 box. Do a bunch of boxes like this, will you, please? That's content. You're posting content. video or picture on Pinterest. Video or picture on Pinterest. Whether you do 1 a day or 5 per day. That's what that is. That's content going out. You will have a business account. We're going to set that up right now tonight. Business account, and we're going to set up your machine tonight. How are we doing? Oh, we're getting to the point. A lot of ramble, but it's okay. Content will be going out. This is not rocket science. You're going to see. You may get, 3 views, 6 views, 8 views, 10 views, 12 views. See what I'm doing? I'm just doing that. Let's imagine those are your views as you're starting out. You'll see what they are. It says your video got X amount of plays. I'll just keep that up there. So every day or consistently, you're putting out content on your Pinterest business account. That measures monthly viewers. So as you're doing this, your viewership will grow. So let's just keep going. I'm going to throw a few more boxes like this. Running out of space here intentionally. 12, 20 views. Let's say the next one gets 1 view. Let's say the next one gets 18 views. Okay. So the views are very unpredictable. You can't really predict what works and what resonates with your audience. No, you just got to keep being consistent, because every view, every eyeball, it shows you how many people tap it to make it larger. Every action, every counts as engagement. If someone just taps it to enlarge it, like I said, what if, I'm going to put arrows here. These are arrows. I want you to please draw the same thing as I am. The view count doesn't really matter, but those are arrows. Let's point those arrows to a certain spot. Yes, that would be a custom audience. What if every time you post content, let's keep doing arrows. I'm going to do them all. I'm doing a bunch of arrows. What if every piece of content you put out on Pinterest, what if I told you, I'm getting excited, you're going to have to deal with the hypey mark tonight. It's, I'm serious. I'm trying to get my Donald Trump. I'm trying to do the serious mode, but I'm also hypey and happy and cute. I'm just like, I'm excited about this, because this is, you don't find this in a red ocean. What if every person that engaged with any of your content, I'm going to draw a big cloud here. It's a big cloud. I always do a big cloud for a custom audience. What if everyone that engaged, I'm not talking about clicking on there to go to your website. That's like double dipping. If someone does that, well, then you're catching them in all your other audiences, in your capture page, wherever you're guiding them. But even without that, what if every single view or eyeball or person that taps or engagement, well, I got 800,000 monthly viewers. That's why I have an audience of over 100,000 in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, when I had nothing on my Pinterest. You gotta let that sink in. What's gonna happen? So let's say you get these types of views. Okay, custom audience may be at a couple of hundred, 100, let's say. 100 in your custom audience. 100 people that you have captured and you could show yourself to again with a call to action. Now these people have physically taken an action. What if you can collect them? Well, if you're getting these types of views, you're probably getting close to 100 people in there. Then that'll keep putting content. That'll go to 200. That'll quickly go to 1,000. Believe me, it'll happen fast. Are you with me? Is this exciting? This is, I can say the F word because this is a closed webinar. Well, actually, I can say the F word anyways because it's, I'm not typing it. You can't type the F word or your email will go to spam. The F word is free. This is free. You're posting content. I have 1,000 followers. You don't need followers. I have 1,000 followers. That's it. And I have 100,000 in my custom audience. What's more important? Yeah, that's a trick question. It's not a trick question. It's your custom audience. Your followers don't matter. They don't. It's your monthly viewers and your custom audience. Monthly viewers don't matter if you're not capturing them in your custom audience. That 1,000 will quickly turn into 5,000. And once you hit 10,000 in your custom audience, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to share some information with you, and I will take a sip. This is from experience from a 7-figure earner. I say that because this is the path of least resistance. I don't care what you're selling. I don't care what you're inviting to. If someone knows who you are and has seen you before and you keep showing up in their timeline, you're nurturing them, yo. They're going to show up at your thing more likely than not if you're just blindly marketing them in a targeted ad. This is your custom audience. Pretty exciting so far, right? Did you guys illustrate this? I'm going to talk about the algorithm play next. Let's go through the bullets tonight. Bullet number 1, how I did it. I showed you guys. Let me pull this out again. This is how I did it. This is how I did it. I could repeat it, but it's worth repeating. Actually, I'm going to repeat it quick. Post your own content in the form of videos and images consistently and as much as possible. I'm going to narrate here because the more you post content, guys, the more you're filling this up. So, I mean, I got some strategies that I'm already thinking up. If you were to delete these after a while and repost them, I'm not talking about like, well, maybe I am. Maybe I am, but not today. This may be an advanced strategy, like a Twitter lead machine thing. Just build up that custom audience. That's off topic. That's my the advanced portion of my brain thinking ahead. Let's get you to 1 million monthly viewers and 100,000 in your custom audience for starters. Oh, that's what I want to say. If you have a custom audience of 10,000, you're pretty well free. Congratulations. You can work with that audience. And meanwhile, you just keep building it. Because what would you do if you got yourself an audience, a custom audience of 10,000 by posting content regularly? I'll show you guys how to make one piece of content go a very long way. I'll show you guys in session 2 next week how to, we're working with the content next week. I'll show you guys how to take one piece of content and make that content generate leads all the time. Generate your custom audience all the time. If you have a custom audience of 10,000, you'll be pretty well ready to free yourself. It's your audience. They know you now. They may not know, like, and trust you, but they've seen you enough to say, is that guy or is that girl? These are insane numbers, guys. You cannot do this anywhere that I know of. You can't capture people in a custom audience if they engage with you unless you're using paid Facebook ads. That's the only way I know how, or you force them to enter an email. So I must stick to the schedule. What am I doing? I will reveal what I'm not doing. I'm going to keep this one quick. The simplicity of this is unparalleled. I just told you. Oh, I stopped. Post your own content in the form of videos and images consistently as much as possible, whether it's new content or repurposed content, while having a Pinterest custom audience set up. We do that in week 3, and it's okay. I must jump off track here. We do it in week 3. So if you're asking yourself this question, well, I want to do it now, so when I start posting, I don't want to lose all those people. Who's asking themselves this right now? Who's right now asking themselves? Put it in the chat. But I want to set that up first, so I don't lose all the people. I gotta say it. So I don't lose all the people. What if I post for 2 weeks, Mark, and I would have had 10,000 in my custom audience? Well, guess what? I'm gonna take a cheers for this. Pinterest, when we set up your custom audience, it will let you go back in time and it will say, would you like us to include all of the people in the past 3 months? Cheers to that. Cheers to that. I was up to like, I don't know, 100,000 monthly viewers, 200,000 at one point almost. And I'm like, you can set up a custom audience and capture people? Shoot. I wish I would have known before my 200,000 monthly viewers. But when they said, include everybody who's ever done it, they go back in, I don't know, in their database and they know. So they throw them all in there. So your custom audience will automatically jump up. Can we get an amen for that? I don't know how you're feeling right now at home, but this is huge. Huge. Cheers. Let's keep reading. Audience, custom audience set up to capture anyone who engages, views, clicks, or taps on any of your posts, which will allow you to then post CTA content to those in your Pinterest custom audience, retargeting those who have seen you before, and even better, those who have physically taken an action to see more of you. That's how I did it. What I am not doing, that 90% of people are doing, it's right here. I must read it because many of you are saying this. What about reposting or sharing or commenting or, I don't know, or reaching out to people? Here we go. What I'm not doing is repinning and sharing. No, I'm creating original content, putting it out there. Let's go to the disclaimer right now. You need to hear the disclaimer. I skipped it somehow. Disclaimer. What I'm teaching you tonight is me, not you. I will stop saying you should do this. This is the disclaimer, by the way, guys. Disclaimer starts now. What I'm teaching you guys tonight is what I do. What I'm teaching you guys tonight, I'm not telling you to do it. I would do it. I would copy me to a T if I were you. But this is what I am doing. So my disclaimer says, me, this is what I'm doing. I'm not saying for you, I'm not ordering you to do it. Personal branding for me. This is about personal branding for me. I want to build my brand. This is why I'm putting out that type of content. But this will work with anything because Pinterest attracts buyers. Listen, it's important. I've already started opening 2 other Pinterest accounts to do what I'm doing for non-personal branding stuff, strictly to sell stuff, building custom audiences for that. So the 2 best categories on Pinterest, if you're not interested in branding yourself, you don't have to leave. I'm building my brand, The Wealthy Trainer, Mark Lalonde, as a personal brander, as an online marketer. I'm building this thing. And hopefully building this thing too, but I'm building it as a personal brand. That's me, maybe not you. So why am I saying that? Because you may want to repin, you may want to comment on people's stuff, you may want to follow people and use reciprocation, you may want to do some prospecting. Hey, do you keep your options open? I don't know, whatever your prospecting methods are. But the people that are teaching this kind of stuff, how to get more followers, I shouldn't use that voice. The people that are teaching on how to repin stuff, share stuff, I love them because they share my stuff all day long. The people that are commenting because they want to build engagement and they want to build connections. The people that are following people in the hopes that they'll follow them back. The people that are prospecting and opening conversations. Those are all valid methods, but they're not going to get you 1 million monthly viewers and pop them into your custom audience. My method is different. Nobody's teaching this, okay? This is not being taught. If this was being taught, you'd see it. Gary Vaynerchuk would have millions of monthly viewers. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he want to? There is no scenario where someone says, I don't care about the amount of monthly viewers and how big my custom audience is. Everyone wants that. You just know how to do it now. So if I don't focus on repinning, sharing all the labor intensive jobs, my labor intensive jobs are creating quality content. Okay, that's my disclaimer. So that's what I'm not doing. And 90% of people, in my opinion, are wasting their time doing when they could do this. Why are they not doing this? Because they're not here tonight. They don't know that this produces results like I'm experiencing now. I would have never known it. If someone would have told me, just put out content and you'll get 1 million monthly viewers in a month and have a custom audience of will probably end up being 200,000 for free, I would have said, stop bothering me. That's not possible. Well, I'm telling you it's possible, and that's how we're doing it. Okay, so that's what I am not doing. That 90% of people are doing. That's bullet number 2 for tonight. We went through 2 bullets. Bullet number 3, algo time. Who's ready to play the algorithm of Pinterest? I will explain to you. Who knows what an algorithm is? I'm just going to say this quickly. An algorithm is an algorithm. Every platform has an algorithm to show you to more people, to get you better results, to get you better results. If you know the algorithm on a platform, you will get better results. Algorithms change all the time. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining this, but nobody knows an algorithm inside out. The ones who know it pretty well succeed. Cheers. Here's how I play the algorithm. How do I know the Pinterest algorithm? Well, by just doing a bunch of things and noticing what's working and observing on what's happening. Take this out again. Pinterest loves when you are consistently putting out content. The more the better, apparently. They will tell you your videos in review, then they'll approve it. The more you do it, the more they reward you on your... This is crazy. This is how we play the algorithm. By doing what I said to do. But I want to tell you what's happening in the back. As you're doing this, as you're putting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put out another video. It's time to put out more content. As you're putting out more content, obviously, I'm trying to draw like that. There. This is, once again, let's say 2 people, 20 people. Okay? Kind of sloppy. But as you continue to do this, guess what's happening? These views are going up. And they're not going up by themselves. It's an algorithm push. You will see it happening. It's insane. So if I were to post this video, all of a sudden that 18 would turn into like 23. This would turn into 6. Like many of these would just bump up. So this is how the algorithm is played, by consistently putting it out. So if you get like 1,000 views, some of my pictures have 4,000 views. One of my pictures, I'll show you, has 10,000 views in like an hour. Why? I don't know. But when that picture gets all those views, all the other pieces of content get views, increasing your custom audience, your monthly viewership, increasing your custom audience. So now that I have, 600 pieces of content up there, yes, I got addicted. Because every piece of content I put, let's say my piece of content gets 30 views. Why does my monthly viewership go up by 3,000, 4,000, 5,000? Why? 10,000. Why? Because all of my other pieces of content get shown more. I gotta breathe. That's how we play the algorithm. We play the algorithm doing this, but I'm telling you what's happening. So I'm not just telling you to do this and see what happens. I'm telling you, once you do this, next week we're doing this. Next week, tonight we're building your boards. We're building your pin boards. I'm about to share my screen. So that's number 3. And number 4 is machine setup time. I want to know what you guys are thinking so far. I'm not, I need to know if you see what's happening, if you understand what's happening right now. If you understand, I don't know how long you guys have been in the audience building game, but I'll tell you guys something right now. To have a custom audience of, let me tell you exactly what it is tonight. I can't get it on my tablet. Here's what happens. My tablet updates faster on, it's an older iPad. That's probably why. My tablet updates before the desktop does. And sometimes you'll go in your overview, like I'll show you, it'll show you your monthly audience, but it takes like a day for Pinterest to catch it up on your page. It takes about a day for all your numbers to be consistent, but by the time I'll be at 1 million on my tablet, it'll be at like 900,000 on there. So different devices show at different times. Maybe it's different browsers probably too. I'm just letting you know. So if you're seeing a different number on your tablet and a different number in your stats than what's displayed to the public, just give it time. The day after it'll catch up. Okay? I want to tell you in real time what I'm up to. Because I put my custom audience, here's what I put. My custom audience was at 100 and something. Like as of right now, my custom audience is at, let me show you. Let's share screens. Custom audience is at, I'll surprise you, 120,000. I just posted twice today. I mean, that's blowing up. You see what I'm saying? I posted twice and my monthly viewership is jumping up like 10,000, 30, 20,000. I posted twice because when you post, you're playing the algorithm, it pushes all your other posts. All of them. Well, all of them. You know what I mean. It's crazy. Now, did we cover everything? This is what we do. But Mark, I still don't know what to do. Screenshot. This is what we do. Now we're doing. I explained everything. Now what I'm going to show you is we're going to actually, we have to work now. Again, we're not done. We need to build, let me read what it says. We will set up your Pinterest account. Who has a Pinterest account? Put it in the chat. Many of you, here's what I recommend. Many of you have Pinterest accounts and you're doing things your way. You can open up a second Pinterest account for the purpose of this because this is quite untraditional. Like I said, we are not repinning and sharing. We're not commenting. I'm not following anyone. I'm not prospecting. I'm using this as a lead machine, kind of like I used to use Twitter for. Actually, very much like I used to use Twitter for. A lead machine, an audience building machine. This will be a sales machine. I want to tell you guys something right now. I'm building 2 other Pinterest accounts. I will not talk about them, but I will have you know something. Right here. Remember when I talked about my disclaimer? You know what the 2 hottest things to make money on really quick on Pinterest are? To sell instantly are? They are, I'm just going to say this, but I'm not covering this. Wellness. If you're selling something in wellness, it's huge for that because you can put up a lot of pictures that Facebook would never allow and you could have calls to action to go to buy products immediately. It's crazy. People go there to buy wellness and home decor. So what am I doing? I'm always building income streams, guys. Like, don't kid yourself. I do a lot of stuff. I'm going to do one for my Happy Drink business. So those of you in the Happy Drink business with me, can I say this? Yeah. Who's in the Happy Drink business with me? I still take my Happy Drink. I'm not going to talk about it here, but we're going to, because of Facebook, you know how Facebook is. Facebook's like this with me. Facebook ads are tough. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. We're going to do Pinterest campaigns. I don't know if you guys are in for it, but we're doing Pinterest campaigns. I'm opening up a whole account on Pinterest for that, for wellness. And I'm doing one for, well, you can do home decor through Wayfair. They have an affiliate program. So I'm not going to talk about those things, but I want you to be aware that opening a different Pinterest account is easy. I've got a few. I haven't been in trouble. I did some online searches. I don't want you to get shut down, but it's such a blue ocean for marketers. If you're an okay marketer, you'll succeed on Pinterest. Okay? So now, yeah, we're ready to set up your machine. What I'll do is I'll share my screen, and this is what I want to say. As you set up it, because your Pinterest, a lot of people use Pinterest for the purposes I said that I don't use it for. A lot of people use Pinterest to shop. A lot of people use Pinterest to communicate. A lot of people use Pinterest with their friends. A lot of people use Pinterest for vision boards. It's beautiful for that. I would open up a second account for personal branding if that's what you want to do, or for the method we're using, but that's up to you, okay? Because you may have a personal account. We are using a business account. The purpose of what we're learning here is to build your audience and sell more stuff, okay? Screen sharing time. We will set up your monthly viewer machine Pinterest account in preparation for use in session 2, where we will start your machine. Also, as I share my screen right at the end, we're going to build up your boards really quickly, and it's going to be how I do it. So you may want to replicate what I'm doing. I highly recommend you do. I'm going all the way to the top, guys, in personal branding as a public figure and influencer. I have no doubt in my mind that's going to happen. I'm not teaching you stuff that I haven't fallen down and cut myself and bled. A lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears before I bring it on a platter and give it to you guys. So if you want to be an influencer, if you want to be a voice, if you want to celebritize yourself, if you want to be an online superstar, well-known, recognized, influential, with a huge audience where your voice reaches millions of people, if you want to be that, well then do what I do, because that's exactly where I'm going. I'm not there, not even close, but I'm chipping away at the old block and I'm getting there. So here we go. I would build my boards. I'm building my boards on Pinterest a certain way. I have to say this too, because Pinterest recognizes different images and matches them up with images that are like those images. So the variety of my topics, as you'll see, I got testimonials, I got interviews, like my boards are and I got podcasts. My boards are my boards for a reason. So I would replicate these, but like I said, disclaimer, this is what I'm doing to get to the top of this space. I want to be an influencer, and I will be, and if you want to be, you should join me. Here we go. Let me know when you see my screen, please. We are changing mics. Okay, we're all set up. Please let me know in the chat when you see my screen. We're good. Here we go. This power-packed mini course, loaded with valuable insights and hands-on demonstrations, is currently free. Yes, you heard that right. Absolutely free. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description, the link in the bio, or the button on the page, depending on where you're seeing this video, and start applying these game-changing strategies in your business today.